Hey everybody, welcome to the pregame show. Ray's introducing it. That's what she's saying in dog language. Hey everybody, welcome to the pregame show. Where's that coming from? Oh, that's coming from my Twitter, my Twitch. Let me just get that done. And you. Hey, we're good. All right. So it's the Montreal Canadiens hosting the Edmonton Oilers for the last two games of the season. Hopefully we get a point here because they need 1 point to clinch their playoff spot. Otherwise, Calgary still has a shot. Vancouver does too, but I mean, it's very unlikely for Vancouver, so I'm not really worried about them. But Calgary can, if they sweep their games, which they've got 4 games, 3 of them are against Vancouver. I mean, they could sweep their games. If they do that, they could take it if Montreal doesn't get a point here. So it's very important Montreal gets a point here, and I hope that'll happen. I don't know if it'll happen, but I hope it will. Hope it'll happen tonight so that they have one game where pressure's off. They got their playoff spot, and we'll see what happens from there. But I mean, it's a pressure-filled game. It's not a must-win, but I mean, it's kind of a must-tie, must go to overtime, right? Must go to overtime game. That's what I should have called it. So I see there's 12 people in the room. Let's get to your comments. Just hang on. I got to find where my mouse is. There she is. All right. Hey, Daryl, 420 Earthling, Jason, ASE, Petty, Jackson, Kurt, Sean. How's it going, everybody? Let's see. All right, Rick, we need a point. Yep, we certainly do. It's a must-get-a-point game. Did you hear about the Jack Eichel thing? I hope in the offseason we can get him. No, they're not going to trade him to Montreal. His options that he wants the most is the LA Kings, New York Rangers, and Montreal. Yeah, I realize it, but I don't see him coming here. I don't see them trading him to a team in their division. That's the one thing. I don't see it happening. And probably he's going to go to the Western Conference, but we'll see. Byron is apparently back tonight playing on the third line with Evans and Lehkonen. That's the news. I had that here. Byron is back tonight. We'll go through some of that. Habs will make the playoffs. 110% sure. You guys can breathe even if they lose. Yeah. Nah. I'm not 100% sure. I mean, if Connor McDavid says, you know what, I'm not satisfied with 100 points, let's see if I can get to 110. I know it's a lot in 2 games, but let's see. We could be in trouble tonight and Wednesday, and it could be a big thing. So, I'm not so sure it's in the bag. Happy birthday, Jackson. Hopefully that does bring good luck tonight. Happy birthday, Jackson. Everybody, some Jackson hype and some happy birthdays to Jackson. Hey there, hockey kid. There, I missed it. There it is. How's it going? We've had their number, so let's hope it continues. Yep, I hope so. But without Phil Deneau in the lineup, I don't know if it's going to be as easy to make that continue as we'd like to think. Rick, for your information, first game in Habs history without a Quebecer in the lineup. Yes, that's right. Alex Belzile is not in the lineup, which means it is the first time in Habs history there will be no French-Canadian players in the lineup. And there's nothing Habs could do to make it happen. They couldn't cheat or do anything, so it's going to happen. Flames suck. There's no chance in hell they win all of their remaining games. 3 of them are against Vancouver. I think 1 is against Edmonton, so that's a possibility. But I'm not betting on it. How's it going? Montreal cross-checking Habs. The Habs are cross-checkers. They're the only team that cross-check. You're right. You're right. I forgot what I posted. I'll put this up first. Okay, everyone read that? No, you're right. You're right. Montreal's the only team in the NHL that cross checks, and I wish they would stop doing that because they're the only team doing it. It's horrible. I don't know how anybody puts up with it. Yeah, I just don't know. We all need to pray that the Habs win. Yeah, praying is going to help. Oh, yeah, praying's going to do a lot, right? I mean, pray. You're going to listen to that if we pray, right? You will. Awesome. Yeah, this is the point. Without Deneau, who covers McDavid? This is my big worry for tonight. Is that I don't know how they do against them without Deneau. I'm thinking positive. Believe me, I'm positive, but I'm realistic at the same time, right? So I'm not being negative. I'm not shitting on them. I'm not criticizing much. I'm just saying that I don't know who covers. Like, I don't know who's going to do it. So it's going to be a tough game. Do I think MB gets another contract? I do, actually. KK has to step up in the circle. It would be great if he'd get some points. I agree. Must be the vets getting them to play old-time hockey. Vets aren't contributing, though, really. Not that much. Perry, okay, but not really in general. So, let's hope for the best. It is what it is. We got 2 games to get 1 point. If they can't do that, they don't deserve to be in the playoffs. It comes down to that, right? They've had how many games to get the 1 point? And that's what's going to come down to. So do they have it in them to do it? Yeah, they do. Do they do it? I don't know. I would imagine. Yeah, I remember. It's warm outside. People are out. Dogs are barking. My dog's going to bark. Ray, stop barking. I imagine Stahl's going to have to cover McDavid. Someone's got to cover McDavid. So we'll have to see. It ain't going to be easy. And maybe they should just open it up and play 80s Oilers style. Like Montreal scoring a ton that it's going to work. Come on. Montreal's not scoring like at all. Open up for what? For them to miss the shots? To fire it wide? What? What are we opening it up for? They should be able to score 5-on-5. I thought that's the kind of team they were. So I don't know. Opening it up leaves you open on defense as well. And I don't know if that's the thing to do. All right, we're going to bring in somebody to help me out here. Take away some of the pressure. Shamir, how's it going, everybody?
Good, thanks. How are you? Happy Monday, everyone.
Happy Monday. Yeah, it's Monday. I don't like Mondays.
And also rocking the first season Centennial.
Different sweater every night. Shamir's, you can count on that. Shamir's going to give us something different every night.
Yep. Change it up a bit, eh?
Yeah, listen. What do you think for tonight?
I think that think it's going to be a grinded out kind of game. I think that Montreal can grind out a win somehow, and it'll probably be like a 3-2 type of game for the Habs tonight. But I'm still happy, obviously, even if we get an overtime loss. At least we get that 1 point.
Yeah, for me, even if it's an overtime, like I'm not happy with a loss tonight, but an overtime loss isn't going to bother me as long as we get that point. I'm optimistic and not at the same time, if that makes any sense to anybody. But I think they're capable, but it worries me with Deneau out. I think Shamir froze. It worries me with Deneau out that I'll just talk to you guys then. That who's going to cover McDavid? That's my big problem here.
You're still able to hear me?
I'm able to hear you.
All right, so hopefully we can still get the audio.
Watch the audio. James Bond is talking to us.
There you go, and he's enjoying a mint julep for this game.
There you go. You're going to need a few. It depends on how this goes. You're going to need a few mint juleps, maybe.
Yeah, so, Do you think Caulfield scores another goal, this evening?
Well, my scenario was
Yeah.
overtime, goes to overtime 2-2, and then Cole Caulfield with the game winner in overtime. That's my scenario. Is it going to happen? Yeah, it's going to happen. I'm telling you, I paid somebody off. It's going to happen. You'll see.
Yeah.
Remember, sarcasm, right? Remember sarcasm is very important.
Yes, I mean those refs are always cooperative. When it comes to Montreal, right?
Yeah, well, at least we're not playing the Leafs, so maybe that.
Yeah, but hopefully, hey, who knows? Maybe Caulfield might end up getting a power play goal. I mean,
now, yeah, maybe. Hey, listen, it's the one thing he hasn't gotten yet. So now, speaking of what you just spoke about, so just to, I want to say something about it. So Joel Edmondson was fined $1,000 for what was called a dangerous trip on John Tavares. So my question is this, because I'm still trying to figure out where Joel Edmondson took John Tavares for this dangerous trip. Was it like Afghanistan, Iran, Iraq? Like, where did he take him? Because when I saw the highlight, I don't know. I saw a highlight where someone whacked KK in the ankle, two-hander in the ankle, and nothing happened. So I don't know. So where do you think he took him? Where do you think the trip was to?
I think it was to Dreamland while Tavares was wearing his Maple Leafs pajamas.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Yeah, no, I saw the hit. So what he did was Edmondson, with his stick, gave Tavares a bit of a whack on, I guess, the back of the leg. I don't know if it was the calf or the back of the thigh. And Tavares went down, got up, and everything was great, and that's what he got fined for. The most ridiculous thing I've ever heard, and I've never heard that term in hockey for a penalty or a fine. A dangerous trip. Never. It's a new one.
I think.
Hey, listen, George Parros.
Yeah.
Coming up with the new names, man. He's naming the bullshit he's doing.
Well, I think that as well that Tavares and some other players must be watching a lot of tapes of Stützle in terms of the embellishing.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm not saying that he embellished, because he didn't.
Yeah.
He went down, but he got right back up. He barely went down. He got up, and the play went on nothing right at the end of the second period. So, see here. Look, Ethan says he legit saw that trip and had to watch the replay like 4 times to see what actually happened. It wasn't it's just it is. The NHL's turning into a joke. It's getting crazy. And if there's any doubt, and I don't care who you are now, you can come at me, even if it's John from Hot Take. If you don't see the bias towards the Toronto Maple Leafs, then you got blinders on. I'm sorry. Prove me I'm wrong. How is that a finable offense, and then the whack by Brody is not? Like someone said, they went through and went, oh, look at that one. Oh, you forget about the other one that Toronto did. But look what Montreal did there. How'd they find that and they didn't find the other one? I don't get it. So if you want to tell me, well, there's no bias, they treat everybody the same, bullshit, they don't.
I think we've been seeing a lot of firsts versus, in these Toronto-Montreal games this season.
Rogers paid a lot of money for that contract. And Rogers owns, basically, don't they? They own the Maple Leafs. Pretty much, right? So
I know they own the Blue Jays.
But if they don't own them outright, they got interest in there. So don't tell me Rogers doesn't have their hand and go, listen, we got a contract. Do us a favor. Here, behind the back. Come on. When you see stuff like that go on, it makes it clear. You know, it's absolutely clear, and you can tell me all you want to tell me. Maybe you don't. Nah, it's not like that. It is. It is. All right. On that bright note, because that's very positive, bright, positive thinking. But it's true. I'm sorry. It's true. Let's see. I
Well,
was
it's
working yesterday at a grocery store after the Toronto loss, and I live in Montreal, and I swear to God, Justin Bieber's stupid Toronto Maple Leafs song played like 20 times. I don't even know the song. I hate Justin Bieber, so they make a good match. Why is Shamir off camera? Because Shamir's camera is not working. Right?
it keeps freezing. So I just thought this was a better way to do it right now.
What really happened is Shamir had a very bad breakout with acne. He doesn't want to show his face.
Yeah,
That's what
exactly.
it is. That's what it is.
It's just like that Vincent kid from Seinfeld, that one episode of Seinfeld, when he was working at the video rental store. Yeah, back in the day when VHS was actually a thing.
Yeah, my day. Back in my day, you're talking about?
Yes.
You're making fun of me now, right?
Well, I mean, up until recently, I had a huge VHS collection myself. So
That's okay. You could say it, boomer. You could say it, boomer. You could say it.
Yeah, well,
Okay, you're just bugging.
But I still have the VCR.
Yeah, that's not a lot of people have one of those.
Yeah,
Definitely not a lot of people have one of those.
yeah.
So, what's your guess for the game tonight?
Yeah, I think I said that like a 3-2 grinded out kind of game
Who gets the first goal?
For the Habs.
Who gets the first goal?
First goal, I think I'm gonna go with Anderson.
Anderson. He's kind of in a slump. He hasn't got too many points lately.
I think he's due for a goal.
Yeah. Half the team is due for a goal.
Yeah. Well, on the bright side, Suzuki has woken up, so that's something to be happy about.
Yep, that is true. Ducks fly. No, it's not at 6:30. The game's at 7 p.m. Shamir, have you been briefed on your powers?
Yes, that is make Montreal score more goals than the other team.
With great power comes great responsibility. You know this,
Yes.
Right? Yes.
Exactly. I have to use it wisely, harness it.
Yes, very wisely. Yeah, he is due. Anderson, he's due for a breakout. Well, breakout? No, he's due for some offense. That's for sure. No contract extension for Marc Bergevin. Well, I guess it's not up to us, is it?
Well, I mean, my gut tells me that he will get one.
Yes. Yeah, I think he'll get an extension. I heard a rumor that he's negotiating to be the president of hockey operations and Trevor Timmins as the GM. But the problem with that is Trevor Timmins isn't French, so
Yeah.
I don't think he speaks French either, so I don't think he'd get it. Like, you don't have to be French. Remember that I think a lot of people put a misnomer on that, but you don't have to be French, but you got to speak French.
Yeah, I think they did away with that. A separate person being president of hockey operations once Molson took over, I believe.
I think they should go to it, but they won't go to that unless they fire Bergevin. If Bergevin gets fired, then I can see them bringing in a hockey operations guy, or they make Bergevin the hockey operations.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, president of hockey operations, the good old days of Ronald Corey and Pierre Boivin.
Yeah. Well, I think it's just a rumor. That's just a stupid rumor. No, but I think he gets an extension. I kind of do.
Yeah, I think maybe. I think maybe Molson, maybe just wants to, give Bergie a chance to let this play out in terms of his plan that he's got going.
They're probably not signing anything just yet, but they're starting negotiations. Caleb says, was reading a report from Montreal Insider that KK may sit game 1. What do I think? First thing I think is who is the Montreal Insider first? You give me a name on who it was, and then I'll tell you what I think. How's that? Nope, this one. Do I think Torts lands in Montreal? No. He doesn't speak French. That's one thing. And no, I don't think we're going to be out. No, I think you're going to be wrong there. Yes, Timmins can speak French, so I guess that's a possibility. If he can speak French, he could be the GM. Jackson, I think you got to go to, there's a travel channel. Let me see. I can't remember the name of it. You got to look for it. And and they show the two of them out on vacation. I think that's what it is. No, it's at the end of the second period. I think with something like 35 seconds left in the second period when it happens.
I think the
So,
video. I think the.
There's videos out there. I bet just search it. But I saw it a few times now, and it was at the end of the second period when it happened.
Oh yeah, one comment here from Enar Tap about Bergie, if he chances about going and picking up Eichel.
Well, I'll tell you this. First of all, unless Buffalo's stupid, and then I know you're going to say, yeah, but they are, and I get that. But in general, teams won't trade a player like that within their division and within the conference because they don't want to play against him very often, they don't want because they don't want to look bad.
No.
So I say that Eichel goes to the Western Conference.
Yeah, I think that even though Buffalo's made some questionable decisions over recent history, I don't think anybody thinks that they're this stupid.
Yeah, I mean, really, do they want Eichel in their own conference? They got to see him 4 or 5 times a season? I don't think so. They'd rather see him once, maybe twice a year. That's it. That's all. So he's going to the West, I think.
Yeah. But So yeah, I think that one's pretty much a non-starter as a transaction.
Just keep MB in a new role. Needs a new GM voice. And listen, maybe that's what they're talking about, and it's maybe it's true that maybe he'll go to becoming president, and they'll make some changes. I don't know, but we'll find out. They're just in negotiations. That won't happen. They won't announce anything, I would think, till after the playoffs.
And then who knows? Maybe Bergie might still have his hand on the scales, even if he does get a new position.
In the next years, you're 90% sure that Patrick Roy is Montreal coach. Like, come on, like he is trying to get an agent. So that doesn't mean he's going to go to Montreal. I would say I'm 90% sure he doesn't become the coach. That's what I think. Do I think the Habs are going to go far in the playoffs if they make it? Not really. I don't, unfortunately. I did at the beginning of the season, but I don't right now. Not that they can't, right? But, I mean, if you're looking at what's in front of us, I don't see it. But, I mean, I hope they can. Everyone says the French thing. Back in the day, Don Cherry used to give the Habs the gears for all the Europeans. Everyone can find anything to complain about. This has been a thing where you don't have a coach or a GM that can't speak French. It's not like it's unknown. It's not like it's secret. This is a thing that's well known. So, no new camera. I saw the red. I know I got this hat at the dollar store. I got it for free, actually. They had a price on it, and it came up different price. So I got it for free. But it's just a cheap. I said, that'll look good on camera with everything. So, and it's Canada, for Canada Day. So I got it. So, yeah, it's just a new hat. Everything else is the same. Camera's the same for a while now. So, yeah. But thanks. I'm glad you like the look. The gear. This is relatively new Habs gear, but, I mean, I've had it for a while. Bears fans are just another bad GM in a long line of bad GMs for the Habs. Yeah, I don't agree with that. I don't say he's a bad GM. Sorry, we lost Shamir. I don't agree with that, but that's fine. You're allowed to think that. I mean, you're allowed to have that opinion, of course. Renaud Lavoie was the one who said he heard KK will sit. Okay. With Renaud Lavoie, I would say this. It's just as likely that that's clickbait as that's actual truth. That's my opinion. You can come on here and tell me whatever, but that's my opinion. Sorry. Hey, Shamir, no worries. Don't worry. I understand the technical problems. Don't worry. Hey, Nolan Hockey Podcast. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate that. We're going to need all the luck we can freaking get. Thank Torts for Anderson. Drew. The Habs need at least a point. All they need is a point from one of these two games. Yeah, well, they have 3 games against the Canucks and I think 1 against the Oilers, so it's a possibility. And listen, one of those games goes to overtime and they lose in overtime, and they need all their points, and Montreal just needs 1. So all that Montreal needs to do is get to overtime in one of these 2 games. Now, does that mean it's going to happen? I'm skeptical right now. I mean, I wouldn't put money on it right now. You know what? I personally, I think you might be right there with that. If you look at all their GMs, I mean, okay, Savard was good. I'm not going to, but he's one of the best. And laugh if you want, but he's one of the best. My opinion, the Habs are always a different team in the playoffs. I feel like they always have more motivation, and hopefully Gally and the boys come back to have even more motivation that way. Yeah, well, listen, the playoffs are a totally different animal. Speaking of animals, my dog's going to bark. Ray, no barking now. You know that dog, so stop barking. Yeah, so I don't know. We'll see how it comes out. First, they got to make it, though. We can't look ahead at this point. They got to get a point in these next 2 games, or pray that Calgary doesn't win all 4 games. Well, the way I see it, all Jets need to do is win 1/3, 1 of 3 of their last 3 games, and we clinch third. Yeah, I think you guys get third. I'm not. Yeah, I agree. I don't think Montreal takes third. I just hope they hold on to 4th. So, yeah. Hey, Jeremy. No, Calgary plays Vancouver their last 3 games, but there's a game. Their next game is against, I believe it's against Edmonton. Either Edmonton or Winnipeg, but I think it's Edmonton. I think I could be wrong on, but they have another game and it's not Vancouver. Yeah, I don't disagree with you, but I mean, at this point, I just want a point so they get in. Earn it on their own to get in. Hey, Greg, how's it going? Well, it's funny. I checked on this, okay? I'm pretty sure I checked on this. So if it's not that, then it's Vancouver that has a game in between the last. You might be right, but I know between Calgary, there's another game. So maybe it's Vancouver that has an extra game somewhere. I thought it was back-to-back Calgary and Vancouver, and then a second back-to-back to end the season. Okay, so I could be wrong. Either way, it's even more. Then that's even more concerning, right? That's fine. I'm conceding the point. Yeah, Nolan, I go this way. I think if Toronto wins, it's going to go probably 4, maybe 5 games. And if Montreal wins, it'll be 7. Yeah, it's okay. I'm not a bet. I'm not someone who likes to bet, but I wouldn't do that if I were you. I mean, has anything in the last couple of weeks really made you that confident in Montreal's ability to go out and do anything in a game that they want to do necessarily? No, not me. It could happen, and it might not. Just as likely, that's what I see. And so I don't have confidence in it, but I hope it'll happen. And That's all. I think it's 50-50. I think it's 50-50 Montreal gets a point or not. That's my opinion. So I hope it's tonight so that we don't have to, be all nervous about, on Wednesday. Can we stay on for another 5 minutes? And then I'll take a quick break. I got to go feed my dog, and then I'll be back at 7 for the game. Yeah, John, I've said this before, actually. I kind of agree. I don't know that they have recovered completely from that Patrick Roy trade. You're scared of Leafs because defense? Hey, listen, I'm not happy to go up against the Leafs either, but I want to see the Leafs in Montreal. So I think Montreal can beat them. I don't know that they do, but I do believe they have the ability to do it. I know some people will laugh at that, but I think we'll see. That's a good point, Nolan. Oh, up here. That's a good point. Yeah, plus with Ehlers out, is he back for the playoffs? I don't know. But yeah, listen, anybody going up against the Leafs has to worry about it, I don't think. Paling is on the IR. Wrist, I don't know which one, but wrist, and he needs surgery. So there's no timeline till after the surgery. You need to consider the injuries, and Montreal's not showing or giving 100% to the Leafs versus the Leafs if they had played 100% easy to plan for in playoffs. Posturing. I don't think it's posturing, but you're right about you have to consider the injuries that are there right now. And when everybody's back and everybody's healthy in the playoffs, when also there's no 3-on-3 in the overtime if it gets there, there's a lot of things that Montreal will benefit from. So, yeah. So Ehlers is like Gallagher should be back for the playoffs. Well, even if he isn't, doesn't mean you lose. Games have to be played on the ice. Till then, we don't know. That's how I look at it. Yeah, I doubt it though, right? I think Campbell's definitely now the number one goalie there. And I don't blame them. Campbell's playing really good. Yeah, let's hope they do get that point. I'm hoping for it. Today or Wednesday. I hope today. No, Anderson's hurt, I think. He's in the AHL reconditioning, but he's not doing well down there. Hey, Drew, thanks, man. No, there's that too, but they haven't. I'm telling you, they haven't fully recovered from it. But you're right. I mean, the drafting has something to do with it, of course. Freddie's back with the Leafs now? Oh. Well, maybe there's going to be a controversy there too. You never know. All right. I'm going to take off. I want to thank everybody for being here for the pregame show. Don't forget, I'll be back at 7 for the live cast. So the thing's out there, so you just have to find it. And hope for the best for tonight. At least let's get to overtime or flat out just win it, and all will be good. All right, so thanks everybody for being here. I really do appreciate it. I think that's it to say. I'm not going to say stay safe out there, but I'll see you on the next one. And peace out till then. Thanks for watching, everybody. And go Habs, go! Bye, everybody.